Rob Zombie's Spookshow International. Now, this game, you're not going to see too many of these. I'm lucky enough to have one here at the Freak Show Arcade, and I figured I'd give it a pass. I don't know how many of you actually own a Rob Zombie, but it's an interesting game. I like it. At first I was like, I can't stand this, but I'm a huge Rob Zombie fan, big White Zombie fan, and I figured I would do justice by giving it a little bit of the PinSnake treatment. So you have a left orbit. It goes around here to the back. You have two shots underneath the upper playfield. One here to inner orbit, and that one goes to the outer orbit again. You have this little 90-degree right-left turn bridge that goes across. And the rest is pretty open on the bottom, so we're just gonna do this real quick. Oh, and there's a little shot back here, some part of the inner orbit. There's a drop target here that I knocked down and just goes around here. Just to show you real simply, it's a spooky game, so it's not too complex. I'm gonna go ahead and feed the snake right through the left orbit, all the way to the top there, and get in as far as I can. And I'm gonna go ahead and feed inside this orbit here. Now this is a tight shot, so I'm just gonna slowly push it in as far as I can. There we go. And it's tight because it's a hard turn. And then I'm gonna hit the right side. There's the inner orbit shot here, which is part of that orbit that I just did. And you can't really see it. You're going in blind there because it's all covered up by playfield. I can see a little bit of the PinSnake right through the ramp there underneath. And then on the right orbit. Now it's I can actually see the PinSnake in the hole at the top. I don't know if you can see it right there. There he is, peeking his head. And now I'm gonna go up this zombie ramp, which is basically a 90-degree turn. Now there's a switch right here, a one-way switch. So you don't wanna go past it. Because if you do, you will get caught and it's tricky to get out. So I'm just gonna have the head click it. Just to clean the ramp that's covered in plastic. The rest of the bridge, I can come in from behind this robot here. And right up to the switch. The upper playfield over here is pretty open. You do have Captain Spaulding at the top. So I'm just gonna kind of feed the snake. Push the head. See, it's a mech. Just gonna turn him. And then clean that spot. For the lower playfield, you have the shooter lane, which pretty much shoots out at a 45-degree angle right to the robot. You have the in lanes on both sides, which are both covered in plastic and habit trails. So I'm just gonna show you how to clean that real quick. Now coming in from the bottom here, because it's all covered in plastic, I'm just gonna hook the snake down and bring it under and feed it upwards. Let's go, see if I'm getting a little nudge, there we go. Just kind of seesaw it by grabbing the head and the tail and feed it back through. The outer lane is open, so I can just clean that with a rag. Plus there's a plastic nub right here, so if you're gonna clean this area with the snake, you should come in from the top, but it's such a tight area, you can just clean it with a rag. Do the same thing with the other in lane. Bring it up. And seesaw it. Being very gentle, not looking to beat up the machine. Never use force. And for the shooter lane, it's pretty open as well. There is a one-way giant gate here. So you can clean it right up to it. I would hold the gate up like this and just clean all this area. Push it down. There you go. I'm using my finger just to kind of keep it down so it doesn't raise up. And that is how you clean your Rob Zombie Spookshow International